Alor is not a prime tourist destination, and most visitors pass through quickly on the way to somewhere else. But for those willing to slow down, the city does have some interesting architectural landmarks, mostly concentrated around the Dataran Alor in the heart of the city, and which can conveniently be visited on foot in an hour or two.
At the State Museum, it accommodates a large collection on Ghzp's historical, cultural, and royal heritage. The collection includes early Chinese porcelain artifacts from the archaeological excavations in Neba Bujang Valley, and a fabulous Buku Bunga emas or gold tree produced as a gift to the Thais. The museum is also a research center on Ghzp civilization before the prison premise was built in 1936. The museum that was officially opened by the Ghzp Menteri Besar Tan Sri Tunku Ismail Tunku Yahya Tunku Indra Setar on February 3rd. 1957 was actually located in the Balai Besar Grand Hall. The museum only closed on Hari Raya Pusau and Hari Raya Haji, as there is no admission fee charged to enter. The collection being displayed in the museum is archaeological, ethnographical, and natural history artifacts. Temporary exhibitions being showed at interval. It is located along Jalan Bakar Bata near the Stadium Darul Aman, 2 km north of the Badan in the heart of Alor. Capital biggest, most prominent and most architecturally impressive Buddhist temple complex strategically located in downtown Alor, built in Thai temple architecture with the gilded roofs and colorful mosaic walls. It is a peaceful oasis for the city dwellers and caters to the many Chinese and Thai Buddhist populations. It is built in 1968. It's an imposing edifice within a complex with the main temple at the center and located between Janan Telok Vanja and Janan Stadium. Its architecture that has Thai elements infused with some Chinese motifs and influence carried by a minority of Chinese Buddhists and Thais living in the state. Located in the heart of Alor, Alor Tower is one of the tallest telecommunications towers in the world. It is a prominent and modern landmark that signifies the rapid development in the state of Qatar, and its chief is the Sri Angkasa Revolving Restaurant, which specializes in a variety of sumptuous local as well as international cuisines. From here, one can enjoy a spectacular view of Alor and nearby Butterworth. On clear days, you can even try to spot the neighboring country of Thailand. The tower also serves as an observatory tower from which to look for the crescent moon to mark the beginning of Muslim month. Besides landmark spotting, the observation deck stands at the head of 88 meters from the base of the structure.
A gallery about the Khitan Sultan Abdul Halim Ibn Amarha Sultan Badishah. This gallery was originally designed and structured with ancient Roman architecture and being used for high-quality building before it was converted into a gradually. The gallery displays photos, collections, equipment, tour, official documents, generally etc. from the Sudan from more than 2,000 artifacts. Inside you will find photos and an extensive collection of memorabilia from the Sudan's life, with everything from golf resorts to roses and even His Majesty old mobile phones on display. Noba Tower, or the Hall of Drums, is a royal hall meant for the Royal Orchestra of Malay instruments. Noba is an ensemble of 9 Malay instruments, consisting of 2 secundaria, 1 nafira, 1 nahara, 1 gong, a large and a small drum, as well as 2 cymbals. The orchestra plays only on special occasions such as royal coronation, royal weddings, funerals of royalties. On Hari Raya Pasa and Hajim, as well as before Friday prayers. The hall is actually a tower, originally constructed sometimes in between 1854 and 1879 at 5 stories before being reduced to 3 stories in a renovation in 1906. The tower, located within walking distance from Alor Star Tower, is unfortunately closed to public. Admission must is allowed within permission from the state security. However, visitors will be able to view the structure from outside. The tower is octagonal in shape, reaching to a height of about 18 meters with a base of about 5 meters width. Drawing inspiration from Persian Islamic decisions, the tower features prominent yellow-colored pillars, emphasization of the royal sovereignty in Malaysia. The top of the tower is a dome, which bears significance as Islam is the official religion of Malaysia. The beauty of the plans does not stop at the tower, as the structure lies within a garden. Visitors also get to enjoy leisure stroll through the greenery and relax under the shelter of cooling trees.
One of Kedah's most distinctive architectural landmarks, Masjid Zahir or Zahir Mosque, stands as an elegant example of Malay Islamic architecture. Built in 1912, it is one of the oldest mosques in the country. The design was inspired by the vision of the late Sultan Muhammad Jiwa Zainal Abidin II. Its 5 large black domes symbolize the 5 pillars of Islam. Located in central Alor, it is the official mosque for the state as well as the main mosque for local Muslims and the venue for the annual Quran reading competition. It was also the burial site of Kedah warriors who died while defending the state from the Siamese in 1921. This unique hall was built in 1898 to replace an earlier one which had been destroyed by Bugis and Siamese invaders. Its design contains elements of Thai and Malay architecture. It forms part of a larger palace complex that is Istana Kota Star. The palace is behind the Great Hall and is now a museum that is called Royal Museum. The palace was built in 1735 during the reign of Sultan Muhammad Jiwa. During the Second World War, the Japanese army occupied the palace. Later, the palace was abandoned for a number of years before it was converted to a museum. It contains royal regalia and mock-ups of a royal bedrooms and reception room. The Kedah State Art Gallery is an art gallery in Alor. The construction of the gallery building started on January 1893 and finished in 1912 as the High Court building and was officially opened by Kedah Sultan Abdul Hamid Halim as the earliest modern government building in Alustar. In 1931, the building was changed to accommodate the Audit Department, State Treasury and British Advisory Office before being converted into an art gallery to mark the Silver Jubilee of Sultan Abdul Halim on July 1983. The building was designed by architect Muhammad bin Labai Tambi of Public Works Department of Kedah. It displays the architecture design of the east and west of ancient Roman architecture. In each of its pillars, there are carvings made vertically. In every door gate, the Kedah state emblem is displayed. In front of the gallery building is an open court which consists of public square and park. Kedah State Art Gallery brings together the collection of art, especially from local Kedah, such as veteran painter and young painter, which most of them successfully create their name into the international level. Besides painting, wood carving arts and calligraphy also exhibited in the State Art Gallery. This place is considered to be an unforgettable tourist attraction as it was where the Malaysia 4th Prime Minister spent his younger days. Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad was born on December 20, 1925 and raised in this house located specifically at number 18 Lorong Kilang Ais of Jalan Pegawai in Alustar, Kedah. The 4th Prime Minister is considered to be somewhat special, saying that he has served the country as one of the longest serving leader for as long as 22 years. Built in the year 1900 with only an individual room owned by his father, Muhammad bin Iskandar, the house in Alustar is a simple one, wooden based with a roof constructed with nipah palm and has loose clothes hanging from the ceiling. Not only is the exterior of the house made of wood, but the floors are as well. It would be an eye-opener to the locals to know that their longest-serving Prime Minister had once lived through such a modest life and without electricity supply. Dr. Mahathir spent most of his childhood and youth in this very house, and as he grew older, as well as gotten married, he then moved to his own house in Titi Gajah. But even until now, the former Prime Minister would drop by his house to often visit his mother. In 1992, the National Archives Department decided to reinstate and refurbish the house as a historical building. This would attract the attention of visitors that intend to know more about the earlier Prime Minister, as this place displays almost the whole thing that relates to him, from the times of when he was young and as he aged. Numerous items could be found here, such like old photographs, household goods, furniture that was part of the house, and even the things that he liked, such as his bicycle. Not only things that are displayed were a part of Dr. Mahathir's young daily life, but there are also articles by the past Prime Minister himself, released by the Straits Times newspaper in the 1940s. This would be an enlightening sight, as children would be able to grasp the routine of the former Prime Minister and take him as an inspirational icon. This house is open to all visitors and does not charge any admission fees, having it open from Tuesdays to Sundays and from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., with the exception of Fridays being closed from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Local Malaysians and foreigners can get to know more about this political icon and his lives in the past.